Welcome back to my channel. What's up, people? So today on my channel we are going to be talking about reusable sanitary pads. Yes, that may sound disgusting, but periods are a natural part of life. If that's going to make you feel uncomfortable, don't watch this video. Everyone else who's going to watch it, you're going to learn a lot. Two companies have sent me two lots of different products to review today. One of them is called Cheeky Wipes and the other one is called Honour Your Flow. So Honour Your Flow are the first company I'm going to talk about. They do reusable sanitary pads for light, medium, heavy flow, nighttime. They also sell menstrual cups. I've never actually tried myself. They kind of scare me a little bit. I feel like they might get lost up there. They also do breast pads, incontinence pads and face masks. They also sell this stain remover called Bunch of Pharma. It's like a little stick like this. That actually helps to get the stains out of anything you use before you put it in the wash. Okay, so this one is one of their extra large pads. They have double poppers on the back like this to secure the pads and keep them in place. They do advise you to use really tight, quite tight fitting underwear so that these don't slip about. This is one of their regular flow size pads and this just has a single popper on the back of it. They're made with organic cotton. They have layers of waterproof PUL material inside of them. This one actually has 4 layers inside it and you can feel where the layers are. It's thin around the edges because now they came with a little sheet like this that says using Honour Your Flow cloth pads. So they say that the good thing about these pads is that you won't get the hotness and itchiness that you get when using normal disposable sanitary towels. I guess that's because they don't contain any chemicals or gels or anything like that. Say for example you spent £2.99 a month on normal sanitary towels, that's £36 a year, whereas a complete set of Honour Your Flow pads will cost you about £100 and they'll last you for about 2 to 3 years, I would say. One pad on its own is quite expensive, I think. It's like £9.40. However, Honour Your Flow do a bundle clearance that looks a bit like this. Some of the sanitary towels that have got wonky stitching, poppers slightly in the wrong place, something like that, they put them all in a bundle together and they send you out a random collection of 0.8 kilograms worth of pads. You pay like £35 and you get a bundle, so it's actually cheaper than buying them separately. I chose, when I was on my period, to use one of the tiny pads for like my last day, and I've just popped it in the wash today to see how the stains come out and how it keeps its shape after washing. It says not to wash any of the pads with fabric conditioner and then just reshape them while they're wet, so I'm going to go and grab that now. It hasn't actually lost its shape that much. It looks the same, but I see what they mean about just stretching it into shape a little bit. Unfortunately, it does have a tiny stain in the middle, as you can see here. Sorry, it's a bit disgusting, but I'm just being honest with you guys. I think that's why they tell you to buy the stain block. This one feels like it's just a little bit flimsy layer. I would really only use these ones on your very, very last day. So they cater from sizes 6 all the way up to size 36. So I feel like that's a really good wide range of sizes. So the micro one is the blackberry pattern. These are for sizes 6 to 10. Regular, so that's the Northern Lights pattern. This is roughly for a size 8. And this is called Coral Reef pattern. This is for sizes 6 to 20 and for a heavy flow. And the ultra heavy flow extra large pad measures at a whopping 29 centimeters and 11.5 inches. That's big. If you are, for example, like me, a size 6 to 8, you would choose a Slim Mega, which is slightly smaller than this, but still the same thickness. So now we are going to try out absorbency. The average person loses 60 to 80 millilitres of blood every menstrual cycle. Don't be grossed out, I have made my own fake blood. And it's a similar texture to normal blood. All I did was use water, glycerin, some red gel food colouring, this is only from the pound shop, and some flour. And came up with a texture like this. This is what I'm going to be using. A normal regular sanitary towel will be able to take 5 millilitres of blood. 1.5 tablespoons of blood. 1 tablespoon, and then another half. I know this looks so gross, guys, but as I keep saying, it's a natural thing. I have applied 5 millilitres of my fake blood product onto the pad, and I've rubbed it in. It hasn't gone through to the other side, that's a bonus. I'm now going to put 2 tablespoons on the ultra heavy flow pad, 10 millilitres. So let's just imagine you've been wearing this overnight and you've lost 10 millilitres of blood overnight. So that's all soaked in there. Why did I wear a cream jumper while I'm doing this? Now I'm going to move on to our next company who have kindly sent me some of their products to review. They are called Cheeky Wipes. They do reusable cloths for babies. You wet them with some essential oils and it's much more natural for your baby and better for the environment. They also do washable, reusable face masks as well. Cheeky Wipes have also sent me something which I've never seen before, which is built-in pads in your knickers. They do 3 different sizes. They do a low rise size, do a medium rise size like this, these pretty little bits in. They're cute, right? And they do a high rise size. These are high-waisted. These are quite big, these ones, but a nice little lacy pattern on there. Upon trying these knickers on, I would say the medium rise ones are the most comfortable fit. As you can see, they're quite thin. It doesn't actually feel like they would be absorbent enough to absorb the blood. So we're gonna try them. I'm literally just going to take 1 tablespoon of our fake blood. I feel like if I didn't have a pad on and I just had knickers on, I think I would worry that it was gonna come through the other side. The thing about Cheeky Wipes is they do a 45-day trial policy. So if you order your products for the first time, you've never used them before, you don't really get on with them, then you just send the whole lot back. They will only refund you for 1 of the used items. They don't know you're gonna like something till you try it, right? They do bundles and kits, and one of their kits or bundles works out £23 for 5 pads. Just under £5 a pad. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the pads that Cheeky Wipes have sent me. These ones are like an animal print, and they have wings and little poppers on the back. These are the regular flow ones. They've got the little Cheeky Wipes logo on them as well. I would say not as thick as the regular one of the Honour Your Flow. Doesn't this shape remind you of a Stingray though? 100% cotton with waterproof PUL inside them. Also have a lovely watermelon pattern one, and these are white at the front, so these actually show how much blood you've lost. I can't explain to you how soft these parts are. I hope they stay that soft after they get out the wash. So the outer of this is 100% polyester and the inner is 80% bamboo and 20% polyester. I love the fact that these pads, whatever's in the middle of them, goes right up to the edge. So that if you did have any leakages in the night or anything like that, hopefully it would catch it on the edges. For the light days, we have these 2 designs, and these ones feel slightly thicker. This one measures at 28 centimetres and 11 inches, so pretty much the same size as the Honour Your Flow extra large pad as well. So I have now saturated one of our Cheeky Wipes with the solution. It has not gone through to the other side, which is great. I've also saturated the period pants, as they're called, and actually cannot feel any wetness on the other side, which has amazed me because they're so thin. I would never think that they would be that absorbent, and I actually put, I think, 8 mils into these. Then I've taken one of their wide wing pads, which kind of makes it go a bit of a funny shape here. I've also saturated that one in 5 mils as well. Cheeky Wipes kindly sent me 2 of their wash bags. They're designed for when you go out to take your spare pads with you. So you would keep maybe the clean ones in this side and then put your dirty ones in that side. I know it doesn't seem very nice to carry around a dirty pad with you, but the inside of these is waterproof, as you can see here. They're both from Cheeky Wipes, but I'm gonna put one of the Honour Your Flow pads, the regular one, in this bag. I'm now gonna pop one of my Cheeky Wipes regular pads in here. And I have my 2 Cheeky Wipes products here, the pants and the slightly heavier flow pad. And I have my super heavy flow pad from On Your Flow on its own as well. They've all been saturated. I'm now going to pop them all into the washing machine. Because On Your Flow say that you can wash them 40 to 60, Cheeky Wipes recommend to wash at 40. To make it fair, I'm going to wash them all at 40 all together. I'm actually going to wash these wash bags and the pads with some other clothes today. And we'll see how well the stains come out. Okay, so in the wash we have one of my unicorn dressing gowns and just some PJ bots. Before anyone moans at me about using Persil 3-in-1, I have actually tried soap nuts, which are a natural washing product, but they did not work.
Meanwhile,
so there's 80 millilitres of water in this jug. I don't know if you can see that there. That's how much you lose of liquid per month. I'm actually intrigued to see if one pad can hold 80 millilitres of fluid. Let's see. I haven't spilt any so far. Okay, so I've completely saturated the whole of this extra large Cheeky Wipes pad, including the wings, with water. Completely dry. I'm really impressed. I would do the same with an On Your Flow pad, but I've just put it in the wash. It feels really, really heavy now. I'm not surprised. It's got 80 millilitres of water in it. How do they do it? It's amazing. Well done, little Stingray.
eventually.
Here's the first one. Everything still feels in place and it hasn't stained, which is nice. This is the Cheeky Wipe. That one hasn't stained at all. These actually haven't moved around. You know, like some pads move around, like in sports bras and stuff. Actually feel the same, which is good. Light colour discoloration from the blue into the white on these, but there's no food colouring on them, which is great. Okay, so the verdict is the On Your Flow pad feels a little bit dry since it's come out of the wash, like a bit like a crispy towel. And obviously it has got a few little stains on it as well. As you can see, that one didn't wash out as well as the others. I do love the On Your Flow ones. They're just not as, I would say, soft on the skin as the Cheeky Wipes ones. But they are just as absorbent. It's just a shame about this stainage. Maybe this bit obviously is slightly drier than it was before, but the back still feels really, really soft. Yeah, it's just so soft to stroke, these ones. Little Stingrays, they don't have any stains on them at all. These feel exactly the same thickness as they did before. They haven't really bunched up or anything in the middle. They feel the same. Tiny little bit drier, I guess, but that's as normal. If you're gonna wash anything without fabric conditioner, it's gonna be slightly dry, isn't it? These are my favourite out of all the pads, probably because they resemble a normal sanitary towel the most. They're the most cushioned, they're the most comfy, and they're really soft on this side. I'll probably say the Cheeky Wipes one are a little bit more comfortable, sorry. But I do like both brands, and I would use both brands. Overall, I'm really happy with both companies. They both absorb a lot of liquid and wash out. Thank you so much for watching this review, guys. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments box below. Please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!